Day number 2. Yesterday I cracked the radiator trying to get the alternator out, so I was very frustrated, needed a break, but we're back at it. We got the new radiator, new coolant, and we're about to pull this radiator out. Next thing I want to do is disconnect this upper hose and take out this fan. First thing we want to actually do is drain all the remaining coolant that's in the system before I start disconnecting any hoses. Well, that makes me feel a little better. Someone has already broke this off before. And honestly, these radiators are a problem on the Hondas. They always crack here at the top, so call it PM service. All right, fan number 2 out. Okay, and before I take any more hoses out, I want to drain the coolant. So right there is my petcock. I'm just going to unscrew that and all the coolant will drain. And I just got to disconnect all these transmission lines and then the lower radiator hose, and then I'll just pull this radiator straight out. Right here is where I fucked up. Pro tip, don't drop an alternator on your radiator. Looking at the old one, looking at the new one, everything seems to be lining up. The only thing is we need to transfer over this engine coolant temperature sensor. Now the alternator should pull out no problem. All right, alternator out. Now let's just go ahead and put the new alternator in its place. Okay, got the alternator in, bolted on, got all the connectors together, and got the belt put back on. It was a lot easier with the radiator out, so I guess there's a silver lining, but we got everything transferred on the new radiator, so let's go ahead and put that one into my vehicle. We got the radiator set in there, just got to hook up all the hoses and connectors and fans. Okay, looking all better, got the fans hooked up, all the hoses. Last thing we want to do is fill this thing up with some fresh coolant. Got it filled with coolant. Now I just want to reconnect the battery, just turn the key on, clear all the codes, and then start it and let the cooling system bleed out. Car's running good, and I hooked up my voltmeter and it's outputting 14 volts, which is great. So we're just going to go ahead and put on all the plastic. Okay, looking good. Just going to keep the car running for a little longer to bleed out the cooling system and also charge my battery because it went completely dead because the alternator died while it was driving. Now, the reason I think my alternator did go bad was because of this. These are notorious for leaking, and then the oil drips on the alternator and shorts it out. And I've been having it running for a while now, and as you can see, there's a little bit of oil coming out of there, so I'm going to look into replacing this, but that'll be another video. So that's all we got for the video today. If you guys have any car questions, be sure to drop them down in the comments below, and I'll see if I can help you guys out.